You know that feeling, right? Your phone buzzes, you see an unknown number, and you're instantly playing this little game of, is this important or is it another one of those calls? Well, today we're diving into something called Aiva. It's this new AI tech that's designed to be a smart shield for your phone, and it might just be the thing that ends all that frustration for good.
Robocalls, spam messages, random unknown numbers. Sound familiar? Of course it does. I mean, that little buzz in your pocket from a number you don't recognize, it's become this constant low-level stress in our lives, hasn't it? We've basically been trained to be suspicious of our own phones.
You know, for decades, our only real line of defense was voicemail. The old wisdom was, hey, if you don't know the number, just let it ring. But here's the thing. The spammers and scammers, they got wise to that. And now, they just dump their junk right into your voicemail, clogging it up and making you sift through all that garbage just to find the one message that might actually be important. It's a losing battle.
So yeah, that brings us right to the heart of the voicemail problem. We're trying to fight this super modern, automated flood of spam with a tool that's basically ancient technology. It's totally outdated. The slide says outdated versus smart, and that's exactly it. Using voicemail today is kind of like bringing a bucket to a full-on firefight. It's not going to work.
Okay, so check this out. This table really lays it bare. On one side, you've got traditional voicemail. The screening, that's you, listening to every single message. Dealing with spam and scams, again, that's your job to figure it out. The action you take is listening to everything. But then you look at the Aiva Shield column. The AI screens the calls. The spam and scams, detected automatically. And instead of listening to everything, you just get a clean summary. It completely flips the script from you doing all the heavy lifting to having this smart assistant do it for you.
And this is where Aiva really shines. It's more than just an app or a service. The best way to think about it is like having your own personal gatekeeper, a smart receptionist for your phone who's got your back 24/7.
So what exactly is the Aiva Shield? Well, simply put, it's an AI-powered service that basically stands between you and any unknown caller. Its whole mission in life is to answer those calls, figure out who they are and what they want, and then filter out all the spam and nonsense so that only the important stuff actually gets to you. The key is that it's proactive. It deals with the problem before it ever bothers you.
All right, so we've called it a gatekeeper, but how does it actually work? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and break down how your calls get managed so intelligently.
Okay, so let's walk through a real-world scenario. An unknown number tries to call you. What actually happens? What does it look like from your end?
It really boils down to this 4-step process. First, the unknown call comes in. Then, and this is the crucial part, Aiva answers it first. It gets the message and creates a summary. And finally, you get to decide what to do. So instead of your phone ringing off the hook, Aiva intercepts it, does the hard work, and then just hands the final, simple choice over to you.
Let's focus on that second step for a second, because this is where all the cool stuff happens. Aiva actually answers the call for you. It gives a nice, polite greeting, and then asks 2 really simple questions. Who's calling and what's this about? And while it's recording their message, it's also analyzing everything in the background. The voice, the number, what they're saying, looking for all those telltale signs of spam. And then comes the best part. Instead of getting one of those rambling 2-minute voicemails about your car's extended warranty, you just get a clean, instant summary pushed to your phone. It's just a simple notification that tells you exactly who called and why. No more listening to long, boring messages. It just cuts right through all that noise.
Okay, so the AI has done its screening, it's given you the summary. What now? Well, this is where you come in. The whole point of the system is that you are always in control. You get the final say.
Once you get that notification, you've got 3 simple one-tap options. You can approve the caller, you can just keep the message to deal with later, or you can block the number. That's it. Quick, clean, and decisive.
And these choices really matter. If you tap Approve Caller, they get added to your personal allow list. What that means is the next time they call, your phone will ring like normal. They get through directly. But if you hit Block Number, they're added to your block list and they can never reach you again. So with just one tap, you can solve a problem permanently. So when you put all of this together, what's the result? What you actually get out of it? Well, it really comes down to 3 huge things: time, peace, and control. First, you save so much time because you're not listening to pointless voicemails anymore. Second, you get this incredible peace of mind just knowing that all those annoying robocallers and potential scammers are being stopped in their tracks. And maybe the biggest one of all, you get full, total control over who gets to contact you.
And this quote just nails it. Decide who can reach you. Block anyone with one tap. That's the whole idea right there.
It's about empowering you to decide who gets access to your attention. You become the curator of your own phone calls.
And that kind of leaves us with a big question to think about, doesn't it? As this kind of AI becomes a bigger part of our daily lives, the conversation is going to shift. It's no longer just about how do I stop all the spam, it's about something way more personal. When AI can manage all our communications, who will you choose to let through?